Hey, I'm Neil Monahan from Nintendo World Report TV, and I'm here joined by John Raridan.
Hey.
And we're going to talk about this little snippet of Zelda Wii U footage that we saw that's, I don't know, what is it? It's 5 seconds at best.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
roughly.
so this is from the November 2015 Nintendo Direct, and after the reveal of Twilight Princess HD, we got a little glimpse of what seems to be the I guess, Hyrule Field,
Yeah,
with Link on horseback, wearing
and
blue, and with a hood.
and I think there are some goats in the background.
Yeah, I
I'll
mean,
zoom
yeah,
in and
yeah,
enhance those.
there are some goats there. And you kind of said an interesting thing that, I mean, let's tug at that thread of the idea of this being a follow-up to Twilight Princess somehow.
Sure,
Because
why not?
because I mean, they even have with the amiibo support in Twilight Princess, the Wolf Link, that stuff from that can be carried over into Zelda on Wii U. But I mean, like, how could it even be? Like,
Well, here's what happens. I probably should have had an idea of what happens before I say here's
well,
what
then let's
happens.
talk about what else is going on here. So
Okay.
we got Link on horseback, and I mean, this is kind of a cleaner look of the horse that was on display in the Game Awards footage last year. And I mean, Link has arrows, Link has a sword, Link has a shield, but it's none of the classic Hylian stuff.
No,
Um,
and he doesn't even. I mean, we still have yet to see this Link Link in a green tunic.
Yeah,
Like, this is the first time we've seen this game not recorded off of a TV
yeah,
since its announcement at E3 2 years ago.
yep. And it's got a very nice style, I think.
It looks great.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me a lot of what Skyward Sword looked like, but in HD.
Yeah,
Maybe a little more watercolory, like Skyward Sword initially was.
yeah. It's I would say that Link has gained some weight in his cheeks.
Yes, it does appear to be that. I do like
Um,
the blue shirt that seems kind of reminiscent of the Outset Island look for Link in Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe all the footage we've seen is of the second playthrough, where you play through the entire game in your pajamas. Like, this is just how you start the game.
I mean, the one thing with this is that, like, this is kind of the second time that we've seen Link in this outfit in gameplay footage. Like, maybe there's more of a build-up into getting the green tunic than there ever
Yeah.
has been before.
Well, I mean, I was just looking. He's geared up, man. I
Yeah.
mean, he's clearly got. His sword is huge, by
Yeah.
the way.
It's
Like,
yeah,
it's like
his
a great
entire
sword.
length.
And then he's got a bow and a shield and a ton of other gear,
Yeah,
all apparently before he has any sort of tunic.
yeah.
So I mean, it's presumably this is somewhat late in the game, unless you just start up as a crazy adventurer.
Yeah, I mean, that could be the case. But, I mean, it's very little of it. The way that the horse's hair moves really bugs me. Like, it's just going all over the place. I guess it's like, what's the rule that, like, long hair is the hardest thing to animate? Because
Yeah.
that does not look natural. But, it kind of,
No.
it's stylish.
But here's what you should be appreciating. Look at how much grass there is.
There's a lot of grass. There's
There's
so much
so
grass.
much, and look at it.
There's, like,
it
weeds.
reacts to the horse, and
Sorry,
we
we're
can also
grasping at
see-
straws. There's so little in this. But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there's a big background there. It looks like there's
there's
a Death Mountain. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just a lot of hills and valleys. And here's one thing I want to throw out here. We know that Monolith Soft has helped out with the Zelda series before. They helped out with Skyward Sword. They helped out with A Link Between Worlds. And I wonder if they're helping out with this game at all. And maybe some of the tech that's used in Xenoblade Chronicles X is being used in Zelda on Wii U. I mean, this kind of vista, while it doesn't have the kind of the sci-fi vibe of Xenoblade Chronicles X, like that is something that I'm accustomed to seeing in Xenoblade Chronicles, the original and X, is just
Yeah.
a jaw-dropping vista, and this one, I mean, it looks a little more painterly,
Sure.
but maybe this game's
Has
running on
that
the same
same-
engine. Who
Yeah.
knows?
It'd be impressive if it was the same engine, just because it looks so different.
Yeah,
But it definitely seems to benefit from their experience.
yeah,
I like the font used for 2016.
yeah. It's very classical.
There's some sort of, hang on, I saw a thing. Let me rewind back to it here. There's some, I don't know if that's like, there's something in like the right hand side of the screen.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that
It
is.
looks like it might be. Is that a stump? I don't know.
Animal or like a dude with a backpack or
Maybe it's like a traveler of some sort.
Maybe?
I'm not even sure.
I have no idea what this is. I'm gonna talk about it for the next hour and a half, so, really settle in.
I mean, once again, and we, before this, we recorded a deep dive on Star Fox Zero. I mean, granted, we don't have a solid release date, although it's no longer TBD, jerkwads. It's 2016.
Yeah.
As it kind of was for a while.
I will.
We know like nothing about this game.
Here's something that we do know that I noticed that they were very, very, very specific to say over and over again in the direct. They always said Zelda on Wii U.
Yeah.
Like multiple times in every sentence they would say like on Wii U, on Wii U,
Yep.
on Wii U, which I think they were really trying to hammer home the idea that this is not an NX game.
I still think it's both. I think it's coming to Wii U and NX. There was some Japanese tweets. I think it was from like the official like Legend of Zelda series account from Japan that I was looking at some translations of that, and it seems like the way it's worded is kind of suspect and seems to imply that this is the Wii U version that is one of two versions. Like that, I mean, it didn't say that directly, but the way the wording was made it seem like very specifically like this is this edition of the game.
Yeah.
And that will be out in 2016.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe that's how it ties into Twilight Princess. That it's the next Zelda game.
I mean, that would actually be kind of perfect if they have it to be the sequel and they're just like, well, it's going to be reversed again, even though there's no difference in controls.
Yeah. I guess my problem with that would be that, we wouldn't really have a real Zelda game on Wii U that was made just for Wii U.
This is very true.
Like Twilight Princess, it came out on the Wii also, but then the GameCube still had Wind Waker.
Yeah, and the Wii still had Skyward Sword.
Yeah, so I want a Wii U Zelda game that's just a Wii U Zelda game.
That would be very nice. Although they were too busy remaking every Zelda game.
Yeah, I mean, it works, man.
Yep.
I've bought all of them so far.
Yeah,
I'll buy that awful-looking Twilight Princess remake.
I want to explore this world that's in Zelda Wii U. It looks fun. There's a lot of grass.
A lot of grass, like an incredible amount of grass.
And it looks like, I mean, you keep on seeing like this kind of forests, like the trees that we saw in the Game Awards footage. Like this looks very similar to the area that we saw in the Game Awards.
Yes. Hang on, I just saw another weird thing I want to zoom in on.
Could that
That
be a
is
dungeon?
I believe it's a TP that's on fire.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, it's a lot of indistinct things in the background.
Yeah. I mean, it's also tough because of the art style. That like you could see something where like, well, that kind of looks like that, but it could just be like a stylish choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is I've reached a point with a couple games throughout the years that like you keep on hearing teases about it and you're like, all right, screw you, just show me the game. I'm getting to that point with Zelda Wii U. Like I mean, by the time this game comes out, it'll have been kind of lingering for 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Since we first heard mention of it and since we first saw footage of it. I mean, that was back in 2014, but it's going to be a while to know it, like, for having known about this game for so long and knowing so little about it.
Yeah. I hope it's good.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's pretty much all of the information that we can possibly
Indeed.
glean from these 2 seconds of video.
Yep. All right, well, for Nintendo World Report TV, I'm Neil Ronahan, and that's Sean Raridan. Subscribe to us to watch all sorts of other videos. We got a ton of Star Fox stuff. We got Mario Maker stuff. We got all that jazz, and we're just going to have more. Xenoblade Chronicles X. So check us out, leave a comment, give us feedback, subscribe. Thank you.